Hello there guys, Barton here. Just giving you a bit of a Christmas update. So first of all, Merry Christmas to everyone. Whether you celebrate or not, I just hope that this time of year is a good time for you, whatever you're up to. And also that the new year is going to be a good one for you too. For me, this is a kind of a special Christmas because I'm going home to see my family. So it's been a couple of years since I've been back to Ireland, and at the moment I'm in Japan making this video. But by the time you watch it, I'll be home in Ireland with my family, and maybe either enjoying a nice Christmas day or maybe even cooking Christmas dinner or eating Christmas dinner. Who knows? But because I'm going back to Ireland, that means that there are a few things that I want to share with people. So I want to talk to you about what's going to happen over the next little while, the next kind of 2 to 2.5 weeks, and also what's going to happen next year as well, because we've got some exciting stuff in the pipeline, and also just a milestone that we hit on the channel. So in recent days, I have hit 100 subscribers. I think I got as high as maybe 101, but as I make this, it's 100. So as you see, we're a small channel. Numbers go up, no numbers go down. So by the time you're watching this, it may be below 100, it may be above 100, it might be still on exactly 100. But I've hit the milestone anyway, and very happy with that. And that's basically down to you guys, sharing videos and hitting the like button, posting comments, all of that good stuff has really, really helped to grow the channel, especially recently. And I'm so grateful to you guys for doing that. You've helped me out so much, and hopefully, you'll feel that it was worth it in the future as kind of I improve as a YouTuber, and hopefully the channel gets bigger and maybe we get some more quality content just as I kind of grow as a YouTuber. But I'm really happy about that, and hopefully it's only the first of many great milestones for us together. It's not just something for me, it really does feel like it's something for us. So I'm really happy with that, and thank you very much. And thank you to all of the guys who have helped me to get to this point as well. I wouldn't be here without the likes of Morjax and Game Night, who helped me immensely in terms of getting my channel going. And then also people like Mendeleev and Braskus, Lum, Ryan, and Darren, who have recorded kind of co-ops with me as well, and helped me to improve as a YouTuber in that respect as well. And also to Zenwolf and My Name's Not Lily, who were kind of real inspirations to me kind of from the past in terms of actually getting into Let's Playing rather than just making, like years and years ago I used to make videos, but they weren't Let's Play videos. But all of it's not just me that's done this. It's kind of I've been along for the ride, but all of these people and all of you as well have basically been the ones who've made it happen, and I'm so grateful to all of you for that. So thank you very much for that. Now, in terms of the next 2.5 weeks while I'm in Ireland, all of your regular content will still be there. Now, I make a lot of videos, and it's only really in the last couple of weeks that it kind of dawned on me just how many videos that are put out in a week, because I got to the point where I had to record all of my regular stuff plus enough to cover for my 2.5 weeks or so that I'm going to be away. And that is a lot of work, and I'm only just about gonna make it. Like when I'm done this, I've got 3 more videos to do, and then I'm done. And then tomorrow morning I head to the airport to fly back to Ireland, so it's really kind of down to the wire being able to get everything done. But still, I still enjoyed making the videos and stuff and playing the games, but it was just kind of, as long as it was only for a couple of weeks, I could do it, but it was all the time I could not do it. And the only reason really I've been able to basically put out so much up to this point was because the likes of Sunless Sea and Planescape Torment during the summer, when I had time off work, I was able to get them like a few months ahead but then in the last kind of month and a half, I caught up on where I got myself ahead to, and then that's when things started to get a bit difficult. But at the same time, as I said, I enjoy the stuff, but I do need to think about in the new year what I want to do with the channel. And one of the things that is kind of become obvious to me is that I need to do less regular videos. Probably not less regular series, just cut down on the number of videos. And so what it'll probably mean is that when I finish up with the likes of Sunless Sea or any of my other series, so something maybe where I put out, say, 2 or 3 videos a week might be replaced by a series where I just put out 1 video a week, but there'll still be maybe the same number of series on the channel. And then also maybe picking games that are shorter to play, so that I don't have this thing where I'm thinking, I want to play this other game, but I don't have kind of a room in the schedule to record it or room on the channel to get it out there so that it's going to get the exposure that it needs to get. So yeah, that's something I think about, is maybe doing, having one maybe long series, ongoing series, and then just doing shorter ones around it. I think that's maybe the way to go in the future. In terms of more time is kind of the mainstay of my channel, so that's not going anywhere anytime soon. The squad's going to be coming out for the regular kind of commenters on that, the likes of Richard Wilson and Chris L. There will be a lag in terms of you giving me advice and me putting it into action, because I've already recorded maybe 3 or 4 videos ahead on that. So, I will be taking your suggestions on board. It's just that I won't actually implement them for a few weeks, but I will definitely get around to them. So keep posting your comments and keep posting your suggestions, because I will definitely get to them. And they're so useful to me as well, because you guys help me to be, a mediocre player especially at the Witch Hunters. Whereas if I was left on my own, I'd be a bad player at Witch Hunters. But you guys really help me to see the things that are beneficial, because I'm not one of these people who is a min-maxer, and I don't go and read guides and say, oh yeah, I'll build this guy this way, and that's why he's going to be this type of thing. I just go in and say, oh, this might be good, okay, let's give him that, and then not really think about how things work together. But you guys have been doing great suggestions, and it doesn't feel like it's min-maxing. It just feels like you're making a few suggestions that will make characters better and make kind of the series better, and I'm really grateful for that. So keep those coming, and it's just great to have people like you on the channel who are vocal and who can kind of help me become a better player and a better YouTuber as well. Now, in terms of the regular series, then the other regular series, as I said, that some of those they'll all be played to a conclusion, which means that any games that have an ending, I'll play them to the ending. And any ones where, let's say I'm doing a campaign, like the likes of Total War Warhammer 2, that'll be played until the end of the campaign. And then once I finish a game, then I will make a decision on what will replace it. So maybe when I realize, I've only got maybe a week or 2 on this, I'll make decisions on games. So one thing that I wanted to ask people was, if you have suggestions of games that you'd like to see me play on the channel, just post them up. Like you can tell, it's pretty easy to tell, I think, from what I post, the kind of games that I'd like to play anyway. Like, I like strategy and I like story. They're my 2 main things. Something that has good story, I'll play. Something that has good strategy, I'll play. Something that has both, I'll definitely play. But make your suggestions and I'll check out the games, and I'll at least check them out and play them and decide whether I want to actually record it or not. I'll do it at least that much. So definitely make suggestions on what you think I should be doing. And also, in terms of if there's anything that you think I could improve on as well, because like I'm a new YouTuber. I've only been doing this a year, and as like the guys who've been doing it longer than me have said, like, it takes at least 2 years to get to a point where you're kind of decent, not maybe even good, but at least decent. And I don't feel I'm there yet, but I do feel that I've improved a lot in the last year, and I hope to improve a lot more in the next year as well, and hopefully with your help. And I don't mind constructive criticism. Like someone posted on one of my, actually I just said "am" there for the first time in a long time, but that's one thing, is that someone posted and said that you say "am" a lot, or you say a lot. Like, they posted and said that, they didn't want to be cruel, but it was a bit annoying, and I didn't actually realize it. It's just it was just a kind of a habit, more like a tick or something that just happened as I was speaking. And kind of when I would pause and to think of something, it was just like a filler. And because of that, it meant that those videos, when I looked back and go, oh yeah, the guy's right, yeah. And I was very grateful for that. Like, it may be, there goes the am again. But that's the thing, I'm conscious of it now, that I can go, yeah. But also, if it happens now and again, I also know that that's natural. It's just that when it's constant is when it's a problem. But that comment was really helpful for me. And then maybe a week or two ago, someone just posted a comment which was basically, and that was it. That's all the person on the same video under the other comment. And I thought, well, that's not constructive. Like, you're just taking the piss. So deleted the comment and never heard back from the person again. So that's fine. But, if you have constructive comments, great. And also, any suggestions that you have, make them, and I'll definitely, think about them and take them on board. I'm not saying that I'll do everything that people suggest, because I'm a person that kind of, I have my own style, and I've only kind of learned it through making videos for the last year, that I do actually have my own style. And it's basically, I like to make videos and chat to people and talk about, life, how things are going in my life, and my kind of history with games and stuff. And that's what I enjoy. I enjoy sharing those things with people. I'm not someone who, will make a video and think, okay, I've got to have something, something to do that's going to be funny for people, or like do something wacky or anything like that. That's not me. Like when I teach English, that is kind of my teaching personality, but I don't think it's really my YouTube personality. So I don't really want to be forcing things either, but more of my kind of natural personality will come out over time, as in kind of feeling more and more relaxed with doing this, with making the videos and stuff. So there will be more of the kind of the wackiness, but it's never going to get to like a kind of a, God, I'm blanking on the guy's name. Like he's only the biggest gaming YouTuber in the world, PewDiePie. It's not going to be like a PewDiePie or Markiplier where everything's over the top and everything has to be dramatic and stuff. That's not me. But there will be kind of more personality stuff coming. Just as it feels more natural to me to make videos. So that's maybe kind of subtle changes over time. But then in terms of the channel, new stuff that's coming to the channel, one thing is probably going to be stuff on Necromonger, because as you know, I play a lot of Mordheim, and there's a Necromonger game coming from Focus Interactive, who are the guys who made the Mordheim game, and I definitely want to play that. But I don't know all that much about Necromonger. And so I was thinking, well, next year I definitely have to start doing research on Necromonger. I know it's a tabletop game. I know it was similar to Mordheim, but not the same. And it's basically set in the future. So I don't know what, I think it's the Warhammer 40k universe, or wherever the spacey one is. That's the one that's set in. Whereas the Mordheim is obviously Warhammer Fantasy. So I want to do research on what it is. And then I was thinking, well, if I'm going to do research, then I should really share the research that I do. So one thing that I wanted to do was that sometimes when I watch videos by people who know a lot about stuff, the videos are very interesting, but some things, they'll mention something, go, hang on, what's that they're talking about? And then I kind of get a bit lost in trying to follow what they're going on, because they assume knowledge. They're making videos for people who are really into whatever it is that they're talking about. So they assume that the person knows when they make a reference to a bit of lore, or maybe like a mechanic or something like that. Whereas for me, I'm coming at Necromonger as being a new player, and I want to make videos for people who are in my situation, where you're looking at it, you're thinking, okay, so what is Necromonger, and what are the gangs, and what are the styles, what are the motivations, so I want to make kind of basic videos in that kind of style, where it's basically someone who is learning these things and then sharing them with you, rather than someone who has this huge store of knowledge who's going to like spit it all out at you and expect you to know every reference that I make. So it's going to be more for newer players, but hopefully people who are familiar with Necromonger will enjoy it as well. That's one new thing that's coming. The other thing that's definitely coming is I'm working on a new project, and it's very exciting. This is probably the biggest project I've done since I've started. Well, it's easily the biggest project I've done since I started YouTubing. But it's not gaming. It's not video games, should I say. It is kind of games, but it's not video games. And so I'm really excited about it. And it's not just me, it's a group of people. And they're a fantastic group of people. And I just want to share them with the world and with the internet. Or at least my tiny little speck of the world and the internet. I want to share those guys with, because they're fantastic. And, that group is going to be very enjoyable for people to watch content about, and content that they produce. And I'm just lucky to be a member of that group, and I feel like I kind of fall on my feet in becoming part of that group. And, I think it's going to be exciting for me, and hopefully exciting for you, because the content, I think it's going to be very, very entertaining. And I think it's going to be possibly the most popular thing on my channel. I think it will be the most popular thing on my channel, but I don't want to talk it up and then people watching go, what was he talking about? That was shit. So, but I do genuinely think that it's good content, and it's original content as well. So and as I said, I want to showcase those guys. So kind of behind the scenes, I'm taking a big lead on things, but when we're actually recording, I'm trying to sit back a bit and kind of let the other guys shine. Like they're all big personalities, so they don't have a problem with being in the spotlight. So that's good. But at the same time, I want this new series that's coming to be about us. Not that it's a Barden series, but it's about our group instead. It's, it belongs to us, and I want the guys to feel that way. And I want you to feel that way as well. That it's not just kind of, it's not just kind of me that's doing it. It's going to be us that's doing it. And as I said, that I think that content is going to be really good and really popular as well. So I'm looking forward to, I've got some of it recorded already, and over the Christmas break, I'm going to be editing it up and getting it. I want to make sure that it's right before it goes out. So the first one will be mainly will be audio with a little bit of camera stuff in it. And then after that one, then it will be all kind of audio and video from then on. So, but as I said, it's a lot of work for me to get this whole thing, get it all together, get it edited, and basically move things around and stuff like that, and put them kind of in the right place. So that's going to be fun for me, because it's something that I used to do years and years and years ago, basically back when YouTube started. I had this channel, and I used to make Final Fantasy 11 videos, and kind of two types. One was on kind of runs that my link shell did, and the other was on the story content of the game, where I'd make a video of the cutscenes and cut against a music video where it basically matched, like the music matched to the scene that was happening, and that was really enjoyable to do. So I'm looking forward to getting back into that kind of editing again, because like Let's Play, you don't really do as much of that type of editing, but it will take a long time. But I want to make sure that I do it as well as I can. But it will be a learning process as well. And like, I don't kind of want to let the cat out of the bag, because I want it to be like a surprise for people when they see it, and then I hope that people then enjoy it. So once the cat is out of the bag, then I can talk a bit more about what it actually is, and what the plans are for the future. But that's a new thing coming in the new year. Then also in the next year, I want to do more stuff on kind of newer games, so the likes of Legends of Laria and Fort Triumph. I definitely want to cover more on those games, and I want to be able to kind of make time so that I can decide on the fly that, oh, I got a key from this developer, so let's check out the game, and if I like it, let's make a video or two about it. And whereas at the moment, I don't really have the time to do that, so I want to make that time to be able to do that. And then I also want to be able to, if I see something that that comes onto, say, Steam, I think, oh yeah, I want to play this game, I can actually decide, okay, I can actually start it next week. Whereas at the moment, I'm thinking, I want to play this game, but how many months will it be before I get there? And then when the time rolls around, will there be other games that I want to play more than it? So, that's part of the whole thing that I'm thinking about for next year, is trying to cut down on the number of videos that I make regularly. So that leaves time then to make videos, kind of gives me more flexibility in the videos that I want to make. But also what I want to do is to do more collab stuff in the next year. So I had a great time with Mendeleev, and if he hadn't switched to his Bound war game, hopefully we would have still been making videos together. And I had a great time with him, and I have to say I really miss him as well. Like, I miss spending, like, I look forward to basically we used to record on Monday nights, so we look forward to Monday nights getting on there and recording with him, after a hard day's work, and being able to do that and have some fun. That was great, and I really enjoyed it. And I miss hanging out with him. So hopefully we can do something again in the future. Also, I'm hoping to do more collab stuff with the likes of Game Night, Morejax, Braskus, Lum, Ryan, Darren. And, have I missed anyone out? I don't think so. I hope I've gotten everyone. Anyone basically that I collab with this year, I had a great time making stuff with, and I want to make stuff with them again. So, I don't know how many of those guys actually watch my channel. I know I watch all of theirs, not all of the content, but certainly, when I get the time, I check out their videos. And, if you guys are watching and in the next year you want to maybe organize to do something together, let me know, and maybe we can make it happen. I know it's difficult for some of the guys because you're in Europe or you're in America, and you're thinking, well, Barden's in Japan, so like he's a bit awkward time-wise. But, if we can plan it kind of a bit ahead, I can definitely make time to do stuff with people. And every time that we've hung out together, I've had a great time with any of you. So, I'm open to doing anything like that. And, if you got stuff that you need people for, just let me know. But then in terms of the channel itself for the next year, I'm hoping that that I'm going to continue to improve as a YouTuber. As I said, I've got a long way to go, but I feel I've come a long way as well from when I started, and it feels good that I kind of know where I'm going as well. Whereas when I started, it was like, okay, I'm gonna make videos, but I don't know what type of videos I want to make. But then I kind of got to the point where I thought, okay, I like story, I like strategy. I'm going to focus on those. Those are the things that I really like. And once I started to do that, kind of the games to play kind of became obvious to me, and it kind of felt like, okay, I've got a direction now. I know kind of what my channel stands for, and also as I got more comfortable as well making videos, it became more natural to just sit here and talk away, because a lot of people tell you is like, I'm sitting here in an empty room and I'm chatting away and there's not a conversation going on, so I need to fill all of the kind of dead air, and when it's a video like this where you don't have the game to help you, there can be a lot of dead air, but I'm more comfortable with that now, and so it took a while. I didn't think it was going to take so long, because I'm a teacher, so I'm used to kind of standing up in front of people and talking and being, at least trying to be entertaining. And when I started with the videos, it was just a totally different thing. It was just kind of alien to me, and it kind of got to the point where I think that's where the ums and stuff came from, was just my brain saying, okay, nothing's happening, make a noise. Nothing's happening, make a noise. Nothing, and just then it was and I didn't even notice, and I'm glad that someone pointed out. But now I'm getting to the point where we're at the end of the video and I'm waffling. But basically for the next year, I just hope that I improve, that I can get more good content out to you guys, that I can, keep as many people happy while keeping myself happy. Because, when I started this channel, I wanted to make videos that I would watch, which means that I feel I need to stick to my principles, which is not making kind of clickbait videos, or not making like kind of Five Nights at Freddy's stuff and stuff like that. So there isn't going to be a huge shift in the type of games that I play. Hopefully the quality will increase, and hopefully the number of subscribers will increase, and you guys are a huge influence on that, in terms of you sharing and just saying to people, listen, go check this guy out. And hopefully you've been doing that, and you'll continue to do that in the future as well. And also, basically, I just want next year to be a good year for me, a good year for my family, a good year for my channel, and a good year for you. So as I said at the start of the video, Merry Christmas. Whatever you're doing, whether you're celebrating or not, have a great time, and I hope that 2018 is the best year you've had so far. See you guys in the new year, and take care.
Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you'll hit the subscribe button there on the right, and check out some other videos here on the left.